This is the weirdest feeling in the whole world.
Full power.
Yeah, leave it on that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got on that and it was like, oh, whoa. So today I'm on an 1190 KTM Adventure. Fuck me, this is my first adventure bike that I've ridden and it's so weird. Right, I need to sit back a little bit more, I think. Okay, I'm revving it too much. I'm revving it too much like I usually fucking do with twins. I'm going to settle in a minute and then I'm going to start talking to you guys because this is weird. And I'm also on a little, it's like a little ride out with the test people. And yeah, I've not done this before. I feel like they're watching me. It feels almost dreamlike. I'm so high up. The suspension feels all wallowy and it's on the comfort setting so that you don't feel the bumps. You don't feel the bumps. It wallows along. Feels so strange. My arms actually hurt up here. I'm not used to this position and my arms hurt. It might be because I'm wearing leathers and leathers are usually designed for sports bikes, aren't they? Leathers are designed for sports bikes. This probably wasn't the best thing to be wearing. So this bike has got electronic suspension. It's got lots of doodahs. It's got like heated grips and that, but I don't know where the button is for the heated grips. The guy that set the bike up for me was like doing all the doodahs and I didn't see where the heated grips were. So we'll just leave them off for now. It feels a bit colder than what I'm used to. So this bike has like 95 or something horsepower, something like that. So it's a little bit less horsepower than my bike, but it's got like double the amount of torque. So, and it's a V-twin, so I've got to remember that I'm not revving the nuts off it to go fast. You've just got to change up and down the gears and stay in the mid-range. And oh, it's, yes, we're getting the V-twin vibrations right now. It is a very comfortable ride for your behind. It's got lots of grunt to it actually. That was fun, that was a lot of fun. It feels, because it's a V-twin, it feels all drudgery, and this one feels a bit like a lawnmower. You know, like the lawnmower goes, yeah, it feels a bit like a, ooh. No frickin' way. There's actually people out there with metal detectors. I get distracted so easily. So I've reached the point where I feel comfortable. Okay, I feel more relaxed now, used to this position a little bit. I feel like I could chuck it round corners and know where the controls are, because that's the first thing you need to find out on bikes, isn't it? Is where the controls are. Where are your feet supposed to be on this bike? Because on this bike they're so much further forward than my sports bike, and that's all I'm used to riding. Because we're so low down in the revs, I keep thinking that this bike's going to like stall if I don't change up, because again that's what I'm used to with my little sports bike, isn't it? I'm used to that sort of shenanigans. The gear change lever is in a position that's really high up from my foot. The indicator button is also in a horrible position. I don't like where that is. I've really got to stretch my thumb like around a corner to get to that. Fuck me, this gear change lever needs moving. That's just ridiculous. Okay, revving that way too much. I think the little red light came on. Oops! It feels weird going around corners. You don't have to lean, you just do counter steering. I'm getting sort of buffeted by this wind though. The screen is sort of putting it in the wrong position. You don't have to lean forwards either, which I'm finding so odd. The torque on this thing though is so amazing. Woo! It sounds like it's farting. Woo! This is so much fun. I have no idea what gear I'm in now, but I don't think this bike really cares, to be honest. It's so odd cornering on this, so odd. My hands, I must say, my hands really hurt right now, and I think it's because the blood's not getting to them properly, because my leathers are like squidging at my elbow. Well, they're not actually, my leathers aren't. It's just because I got such shit circulation that my hands are just not getting enough circulation with my body in this position. I think my hands probably, they're about the same height as my heart, so they're not getting as much circulation. Then again, I am used to my bike, which is leant forwards, and it's probably not a very good comparison. My god, this bike is comfortable for your ass though. Fucking hell. Somehow I've managed to turn my high beams on. How the fuck do I turn them off? I have no idea. We are having a stop. It's quite bouncy actually. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. The levers on this are really quite easy to grip actually. I'm not having a problem with the levers. What's going on? Let's just park over here for a minute. I think somehow I managed to turn on the high beams and I don't know how to turn them off. Oh. So it's like hidden around there. Okay.
Yeah, so pull it back to
it's the flashy and then
push it forward to keep it on.
Okay. I'm finding it really weird my hands being up here though.
What is it you normally ride?
A CBR 600RR, so it's like
Yeah.
it's like ah.
Yeah. Riding style.
Yeah, and going up the gears a lot, and the red light keeps coming on, like change gear, and I'm like, sorry. I've got a friend, it's a stone. Let's get that off though. So I think we're doing Moorstead. Woohoo! Doing my favourite road. Right, I'm having fun now. Can you stand up on this? Hey! I love the torque. I love the torque on this. I think I'm getting to like V-twins now. However, all the bikes that I love are inline fours. Apart from the Panigale, that was a really good bike. But I do like my inline fours. I love changing up and down on this thing. It does make some quite cool noises. This sort of makes me want to test the GS actually. It is quite fun. I didn't think it would be this fun. I thought these sort of bikes were like boring old man bikes. There is a lot more wind buffeting though actually. Like around my head, compared to my bike, a lot more wind buffeting. Right, let's do my favourite road on a really weird bike. Okay, you don't have to shift your body weight. This is really odd. I'm leaning forwards again. Stop it. Sit upright. I don't really have much feel for what the wheels are doing though. On these tight corners, I can't tell how much grip I've got because the suspension is so soft. But that is something that you can change on these bikes. You can change the suspension settings really easily because it's electronic. It's just a couple of buttons pushed. Really, I should have had it in sports suspension. That would have been better for this road. But I didn't know we were doing this road, so I'll just have to do this road without knowing what my wheels are doing, what my tyres are doing, how much grip I've got, which is interesting. But and actually, this bit is an amazing bit to test the suspension because on mine, I'd be bobbing about all over the place. What? Oh, he's indicating to go around cyclists. I thought he was indicating to come off the road then. I was like, where? I'm not feeling any bumps around here at the moment. My God, this is so cool! This is so cool! This suspension is fucking amazing. It's got to be said. If I was doing a tour, fuck yeah, I'd get this bike. This is awesome. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, this is the bit where there's lots of gravelly bits. And this is the bit where I would have liked it to be in sport mode. So I would have thought with my bad wrists, a city uppy bike would be quite good for that. But actually, this is hurting my wrist much more than my bike would, and my arms are getting dead because of my bad circulation. So I'm going to stick to my sports bikes. The seat on this isn't actually that high off the ground. I could reach the floor really quite easily. I mean, yeah, I do have tippy toes, but it's not like I felt really awkward because the weight is actually quite low down on this. The engine braking on this isn't as excessive as like the Panigale or even Colin's bike. Colin's bike has more engine braking than this. You've really got to play with the gears. You've really got to go up and down the gears to get the movement going and keep the momentum up. This is quite a fun bike to ride though. I am enjoying myself, but the handlebars are too high up. I've got to say that. And that's not just because I'm stepping up from a sports bike and sports bike have low handlebars. It's not because of that. They're excessive. It's just needless. You could have a straight handlebar. My wrist hurts. I'll be glad to get back on my bike after this. I'll have to say, I'm used to... If I had to have this for long journeys, which would be awesome, by the way, I could imagine doing long journeys on this. Your arse would be so comfortable on this comfort mode, on the suspension, and nice position to be in apart from my arms. My arms are my only complaint, are my arms, and possibly the position of the gear, the gear lever, but that can be changed, obviously, that's not a problem. Obviously it's got heated grips already, but you've got to go through some sort of system to get to the heated grips, and it's not just a one button thing, so I haven't turned them on today. Yeah! Let's stand up, Colin. Whee! Right, test ride over. Test ride over. I really like this bike. It's a V-twin, you've got to ride it like a V-twin. I'm a tit and usually don't. Neutral. Let's take this gay thing off.